I cannot wait for our next guest. Do we have Cozi on the line, Aaron?
I believe we do. That's right. From star of the Dolphin Tale movie, she's not only a gifted singer and songwriter, but she has something to say with her latest single and video, Hand Painted. Welcome to the show, Cozi.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Oh, we are so happy to have you here. Now, you've done so much in your career already, how do you balance that and school? Do you even balance? Did you just drop out of school and say, forget it?
That's a very valid question. I did not. I'm a senior in high school, and you know what? You just don't take Christmas break off, and you don't take spring breaks because you get to do the stuff you love, and you have to compensate somewhere,
I love it. Cozi, when did you start writing songs and singing?
I started writing songs when I was 15. I'm 17 now. Actually, my first single that got released was in the credits of Dolphin Tale 2. I wrote it and sang it. It's called Brave Souls. Mm-hmm. And then that Thanksgiving, I released an EP called Originals, and now I'm here with Hand Painted. Yeah, it's really fun.
That is amazing.
The Dolphin Tale movies were amazing already. What was that whole experience like? First of all, were you already a fan of dolphins, or I guess you'd have to be.
What 12-year-old girl is not a fan of dolphins? Are you
I was going to say, they're so cute.
There are some people that get scared of them. I don't know.
Aaron, do you get scared of dolphins?
No, I love dolphins. Actually,
I thought so.
Yeah, no. When I was in Mexico, I wanted to actually. They had an exhibit where you could be in the water with the dolphins. But then I saw Dolphin Tale movies, and I said, well, I want that. I want that connection.
I hear you. It was so amazing. I got to swim with the dolphins just hours every day. It was really amazing.
And since then, of course, you've done some amazing singing. But now the song that you recently have put together, and this is called Hand Painted. First of all, why did you put this song together?
Okay. Well, one of my best friends, Brenly, was feeling really self-conscious about her appearance, like we all do. I mean, oh my gosh. Some days I wake up and I'm like, I look good. And other days I'm like, oh, no. So I wanted to
That's all of us, by the way.
Yeah.
Guys, too. I'm just saying.
Hey, it's for everybody. I wanted to write a song that was about the kind of beauty that we all really have all the time. And that's the beauty that we're hand-painted by God, that He designed us, that nothing about us is a mistake. And I feel like if we embrace that, then we're going to be able to not only take ourselves less seriously, but just be able to have grace with others. Like the flaws that I have, somebody else is strong in those areas, and we can lean on each other. So it's kind of just about sharing the love, and I made a music video for it that tells that story. And so it's been really amazing to hear how it's impacted, my fans and my followers, just in ways like kids, like this mom reached out to me whose daughter is about to be adopted by her, it's her newly adopted daughter, and she listens to the song every night before she goes to bed. Little things like that really make a difference. It really just is so amazing to hear about.
I love that you did this. We talk about it all the time, I think, on the show and off the show, just about how much we are miracles. When you really think about it, the fact that we even woke up and all the things that have to go right for us to function, just in the human body, and about how special and unique each one of us is. Why do you think we can't grasp that? Why do you think that we have those days where we're not really feeling ourselves when we look in the mirror?
Well, one, I think we're only human, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what we see. I think the fact that we have lungs to breathe and eyes to see is something that we've taken for granted our whole lives, But also, I kind of have to attribute it a little bit to the media that we're seeing these days, There's so much pressure to be skinny, to be a certain height, to be, a certain, just everything, to have your hair a certain way and everything. And I feel like by doing that, we're not taking, we're taking for granted the fact that we're all different, and that's okay, and that's beautiful.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you're bringing this out because media has had a huge role, and social media has taken it to the next level. I recently saw an Instagrammer, which she was really unhappy with her Instagram. She felt very empty because she was always, she was so pressured, or she felt like she had the pressure to make these pictures look perfect. She'd take like maybe 100 pictures and then modify them and
filter.
Huh?
Filter them and edit them and do all that.
Yeah, and she would sit a different way, or she would try not to eat so that she wouldn't gain any weight, but not for the healthy reason, but rather to look a certain way so that her followers on Instagram, weren't saying anything. And I saw that and I thought, wow, I'm glad she came out about it. But there's so many others. I overheard somebody talking to somebody the other day that said, well, I don't have so many likes on my Instagram, and if I don't have so many likes, then maybe it's not a good picture. And we're starting to get to the point where we, instead of just enjoying it, we're becoming ones where we're like, oh, if we don't have so many likes, then therefore that means I must be not as beautiful in this one. When in reality, you're just looking at the front face. So what's your message to girls everywhere and boys as well? Because the dudes are the same way. We just work out, or we want our big muscles, or we'll inhale our stomach too. I know I've done it. So what's your message to them?
Oh my gosh. My message is just that you don't have to dress up for everyone in your life. That's just a lie. If God loves you just the way you are, then oh my gosh, you do not have to look for approval anywhere else. Not even from yourself. I mean, sometimes we dress up and we try to look our best just for ourselves to feel confident about ourselves, and we do not have to do that, We are all loved and we are all designed, and that's enough for sure.
I love that. It's funny that you say that, because sometimes I do just want to get dressed up for myself. Not that I'm I'm actually going somewhere. I'm not just getting dressed up and staying in the house, but it feels good. It feels good, to take a shower and no, just kidding. It feels good to get dressed up and go out. But I always go back to this, you have to work on the inside. And I believe the inside is spiritual as well as intellectual, on a daily basis. And then the physical, a lot of times, is just, the outcome of working on the inside.
I totally agree. Yeah, 100%.
So hand painted, you can actually see it on YouTube Vivo right now.
Because you love the way you are without makeup, and the people who you attract will love you just the same. Do you know what I mean? I think when you start to do more of that, exactly what you were saying about loving yourself, and you don't have to dress up for anyone else. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. It's really cool, and it's been fun to tell that story through the music video and through the song, and just fun to share it. I mean, I encourage everybody to share it with somebody who needs to hear that, I'm sure we all have friends who need to hear that they're hand-painted, and by sharing the music video or the song with them, we can kind of spread it along. It's kind of like a you are loved birthday card kind of thing to everybody in the world.
I love that. And is it on iTunes? Is the video on iTunes as well, or just the song?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's on iTunes, okay. Apple Music, Amazon Music. Yeah.
Okay, so for those who are listening, when we get done with the show, I'm going to tweet all this good stuff. It'll be at Kelly V. Dolan. I'm sure Aaron will tweet as well. His Twitter is at Aaron M. Sanchez. So we'll make sure that we push that out. And I'm going to actually send it to a couple people who I know would really appreciate that. So thank you for doing that. It's amazing how your message is going to spread to so many people.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. Thank you guys so much for being a part of that and sharing the love.
Well, I have another question, though, for you. You okay. Obviously starring with Harry Connick Jr., Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd, and that whole experience. Did you learn anything from any of them, or did you teach them something?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Well, Harry mostly because, everybody that... What's really cool about being friends with Harry is that he's kind of become my musical mentor. Oh. So I also play piano. I've played for 8 or 9 years, and so I'll send him videos of what I'm working on and ask him for critiques and stuff. It's really amazing. How can you not learn so much from these amazing actors?
Yeah, absolutely. And Morgan Freeman, I just want him to, I just want to listen to him. Somebody said, can we just make him president now? I just want to hear him talk.
Yes.
on everything that is going on in the national status. Forget qualifications, just the voice.
I wish he just followed me around and narrated my life, I feel so much more. It's just like, wow, everything I'm doing is important.
Exactly, right? Kelly, when you take your shower, and him announcing, that would be a little creepy now.
You know what? I have to share something with you guys right now. I'm literally getting a text from a friend who's listening to the show, and she was saying, I'll read the text really quick, and I think you'll appreciate this, Cozi, is that, recently she was asked, like, who she loved the most in her life right now, and she said herself. And I think that's so awesome, because it's not like a self-love in a way where, you don't love anyone else, but in order to love anyone else, she says, this is what she said in her text, to learn to love myself before I can love anyone else, which is really cool. So, if you don't learn to love yourself, you don't learn how to think you are beautiful. If you don't really see yourself as that, how can you really see others?
Exactly.
And I have to tell you,
have grace on
each
yourself,
week
you can't give that grace to anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. And this year on the show we've been doing Power of Choice, and basically what Power of Choice is once a week you focus on something, and as if to better yourself. So it could be time management, it could be spending more time with your family, loving more, smiling more. Like, we had one person that said smile more, and it was one of my favorite weeks, because I just was like, all right, I got to do it. And I made so many friends, I felt like, that week. And so if you could have the whole world focus on one thing, Cozi, as a power of choice, what would that be?
And Cozi, we're going to get that from you when we come back from our messages. We have to take a quick break, but we're going to give you some time to think about that, and then we're going to hold you to the rest of the show. Is that okay, Cozi?
That sounds awesome.
Okay. More when we get back right here on the Hollywood Social Lounge.
Everybody get down like that. Everybody get down like that. If you like it, then make it clap. If you like it, then make it clap. Turn it up, break loose, get loud. We are
Welcome back to the Hollywood Social Lounge. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are joined by the very talented and very amazing Cozi Zuehlsdorff. And we're talking about her actual latest single out now on YouTube. You can check it out. Type in Hand Painted. It's also, why did it says Hand Painted Brenly's song. So, Brent, tell me about Brenly.
Brenly is one of my closest friends, who I actually wrote the song for originally. She inspired it. She was feeling like she was feeling the pressures of just the world, and feeling kind of like she was too tall for her age. She is a little bit tall, not at all in an outrageous way, but because she felt taller than her friends, she felt like that wasn't okay, and that being different wasn't good. And so I just had to write this song for her to tell her that she's made exactly as she's supposed to be. She's hand painted by God,
Aw, okay. So, and before we went to break, Kelly asked you about our power of choice. What's the one thing that you think, if you had the world to focus on for 1 week, what should they focus on?
I think if you want to choose anything, that this week you should choose grace. Grace for others. Have grace on somebody in your life who you've just been holding back. Like, give them grace, and give yourself grace when you look in the mirror. Like, we're all just humans just trying to live, and we can just take a breath and love ourselves and love others.
Cozi, I have chills right now.
Yeah,
I have chills. We've never had anyone mention grace, and grace is like, it's so like unselfish. It's so comes from such a place of understanding, and that's so awesome. So awesome. So, Aaron, are we going to play the 10 questions game? Are we going to play a little game here?
Yeah, let's see how many. Yeah, but we're going to see how much we do, because we still want to play your song at the end of the show. But let's see how many we could do in less than 5 minutes. So our first question is, who's your favorite scene partner in a film or television project that you've been a part of?
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oh, that's so hard.
You must choose one favorite scene.
Okay. Well, I'll choose a favorite in recent past then, since we already talked about Dolphin Tale, but I love everyone there. I would choose Marcia Gay Harden. I was just this Wednesday on an episode of Code Black, and she blew my mind. She's absolutely incredible.
Woo, love it. Love it. All right, what's your favorite place to vacation?
Ooh, that's so hard. Maybe
I'm looking for
Santa
some
Rosa
new
in Northern
places to go.
California, like Sonoma County. I love that. I love the colors this time of year.
Where?
Sonoma County, like Napa Valley, kind of up in Northern California.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a beautiful location. I haven't been there yet. Number 3, favorite family member to get advice from?
Oh, you guys, man, making me feel the favorite. Well, my mom gives amazing advice, as does my dad. Yeah, I come to them for different things, and they always know just what to say.
Ditto. Favorite karaoke song or song to belt out in the car while on the 405?
Ooh, Give Your Heart a Break by Demi Lovato.
Wait, which one by Demi?
Give Your Heart a Break.
Oh, good one.
How does it go?
Love that song.
She's like, I'm not telling you. Okay, number 5, what's your most hysterical or ridiculous memory or the most trouble that you've ever gotten into that you probably haven't told your parents about yet?
Ooh.
Well, I tell my parents everything. I will tell you that in kindergarten, I got in trouble with the teacher for talking in class, and I didn't tell my mom for probably 2 months because I felt so bad.
Aww. You have such big troubles there. No words.
What is your favorite comfort food?
Ooh, Stouffer's mac and cheese.
Ooh, good one.
Love it.
I used to love that till I got dairy intolerant.
I was going to say dairy poisoning. Oh,
yeah,
goodness.
pretty much. That's what it's like for me, really. What's your motto or advice to live by?
Oh, my gosh. Well, I love the Bible verse. It is by grace you have been saved through faith. It's not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. I love that. And when I live by that, then, oh, my gosh, I just feel so much peace.
I love
Wow,
that.
that was really good, by
Love
the way.
that.
Nobody's ever quoted the Bible.
When in doubt, quotes from the Bible usually are good ones. All right, 8. What is one thing you can't live without?
Oh, gosh. Music. Probably music.
Ah, good one.
Favorite hobby?
Playing piano, I think, or watching movies. I mean, when I watch movies, it's probably not in the way that you watch movies. Like, I watch that movie, and I look at the camera angles and the set design.
Oh, I
Like,
do too.
I love watching movies.
Oh, so do you think you're going to become a director at some point, or you want to be a producer?
I
What's your...
considered film school. I would love to direct. I actually co-directed the music video, hand-painted, and produced it. So I'm hoping to one day. That would be great.
You did a really good
We
job,
need
I
more.
think.
We need more females behind the camera. We need a lot more like
Yeah.
directors and cinematographer females.
Yeah.
You should totally do that.
I
Okay,
honestly didn't know that. In looking at the video, I just thought you hired somebody to do it, but the fact that you did it, like, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
all right. And our final question: besides myself and Aaron, who makes you laugh?
My dad makes me laugh. And my friend Austin Highsmith from Dolphin Tale and Dolphin Tale 2 makes me laugh really hard as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we thank you so
Love it.
very much for being here on the Hollywood Social Lounge and sharing with us your song. And we're about to go to that song, but before we do, we want to say thank you to all of our listeners internationally and nationally, and thank you for retweeting and getting our information out. Again, pretty soon you can go to HollywoodSocialLounge.com, see all of our great content there. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez, joined by Kelly V. Dolan. And Cozi, why don't you take us off with your song and the name of it?
Awesome. Yeah, you can also check it out on my social media at Cozi Zuehlsdorff. This is hand painted.
Chin up now, why the tears? Heavy rain on his fresh creation. I see your face, no hiding here. Once again, descending quietly. Seasons will change. No, your smile, I'll be honest, perfect love was all I saw. And that one flower that grows tallest is just 1 inch closer to God. Pretty daisy, let his promises shine on you like stars. Those things that make you you, he planned every single one. Painted on your canvas, took 2 steps back and smiled. Friendly star. Chin up now, storms may come, wild winds and shame in whispers. Just remember when your prince comes, he will love you for your joy and your heart full of patience. Seasons will change. Sunlight in May. In your smile, I'll be honest, perfect love was all I saw. That one flower that grows tallest is just 1 inch closer to God. Pretty daisy, let his promises shine on you like stars. Those things that make you you, he planned every single one. Painted on your canvas, took 2 steps back and smiled. Burn these stars.